Hello, class. Welcome back to another set review. I'm not time spiraled. Your teacher is doing some important shit right now, so I'm your substitute. I want everyone on their best behavior, okay? Everyone needs to be on their goddamn best behavior. No swearing, okay? No, no smoking. I'm the only one who's allowed to smoke because I'm the teacher, okay? Everyone better be on their best behavior. I don't want to see any typos, any color pie breaks. Clearly, I'm the best authority on this issue. And I don't want to have to. Don't make me add something to your note, okay? Okay? Notepad. I'm making a note. Better watch out. I'll make a note and I'll send it to your teacher. Okay? Okay, anyways. We're going to be doing Deserts of Dijo. Dijo? I don't know. I'm assuming it's Dijo. It's not a Spanish pronunciation. Oh my gosh, it's me, guys. Look. Oh my god. I'm literally so cool. But yeah, we're going to be hopping into this. We're going to do it the same way that Times has been doing it. But also, that's going to take like a fucking hour. So we're hopping in now. Fast, quick. Okay? Listen. We don't do things the same way that your teacher does, okay? I'm smoking in the classroom, and that's just something you have to live with. Start with the commons, okay? Commons are usually very well behaved. Nothing I have to write home about, okay? Biscuit technique. Okay, this is cute. Very well designed. Okay. We love the aesthetic of this set, you know. Little everything is food. It's awesome. We mess with that. Catapulted scoop. Okay, this is gourmet. Gourmet is a keyword. It triggers if you've put a counter on a permanent. So it's a pseudo. This one is more than fine. This one's actually pretty simple. Interesting. This is a pretty strong one drop. It enters as a 3-power vigilance, but you have to pay 2 to move something. So it kind of lets you curve out, I guess. But you'd have to have, like, I guess, a free creature. It's weird. It's a mana sink, though, so that's pretty cool. And there's a lot of ways to put counters on stuff in this set. And to remove counters from stuff. And that matters. I gotta speed the fuck up. Okay, this is actually pretty good. But I don't think it'll be constructed playable. Chocolate Crush is fine. It's a limited card. Okay, having a repeatable exile spell for potentially 1 and then 3 mana is interesting, especially in like a Planeswalker's deck, but it is a tapped creature or a creature with a counter on it, so I don't think it's oh, I should go. I'm dumb. We can start with commons. My bad. Ignore that. Can remove all stun turns from it. And untap it. Okay, this works well with Sugar Rush, which we haven't seen yet, but it's pretty cool. Confectionery Escort is pretty interesting. Not constructed playable. Not a red flag yet. Crumble. This one's weird. It wants you to be cat tribal, but it's not going to be constructed relevant. It's just like an odd card. Yeah, it's a weird card. The Crumbling Leopard. Donut Groove is maybe something, but it is sorcery speed, which kind of makes it worse than a disenchant, even if it is repeatable. It's not great. But it's fine. It's for limited. Drunken Dough is interesting. It's a 1-mana pacifism, but I don't think it's that crazy. I think we have like better 1-mana removal. It could be something in like an enchantment stack, but it's nothing. I'm not worried about it. It's a cool design, but it's not crazy. Okay, I like this a lot. Jelly-filled Warrior. When it enters or leave, you make a 1/1. It's a reason to do the crumble thing. It's cool. It's a fine card. Meow Mellow. Wow. I will say the names are cheesy in a way that like works for this set, but it's a little bit very silly, and I like the aesthetic, but also it's abnormal, to say the least. We have a Meow Mellow, which is just ETB draw. Solid card, no notes. Normal. Muffin Guard. Interesting. That's interesting for a common. Muffin Guard? Muffin Guard seems really strong for a common. This feels like an uncommon design. But it won't be a problem in limited, I don't think. Peppermint. This is Sugar Rush that we were talking about. So you can enter tapped with a stun counter. If you do other creatures you control, get +1/+1 until end of turn. Untapped. Interesting. Yeah, it's fine. Sugar Rush is cool. You have it enter tapped and exerted, essentially. It has a stun counter, and you can do shit with counters in this set. But it's cool. It's fine. Counters is a big theme of this set, and we fuck with that. No notes so far. You're doing pretty good. Okay, I won't have to leave a scathing review yet. Enters. Okay, yeah. It has double reminder text. Yeah, it has double reminder text. I have to leave a note. Leave a note for your teacher. Triple screw protector. But I think otherwise it seems fine. Yeah, it's a Soul Sister that puts a shield counter on something. It's pretty strong. Not a limited card, though. I don't think so. Well, no, it sees your opponent's stuff. This is actually... I'm going to write it down. This is, like your teacher, look, whatever. We'll have the list. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have the, with the substitute, you hear the keyboard typing, because I have a fucking loud ass. Anyways. Chocolate Dip is cool, potentially maybe something in the right deck, but meh. It'd be cool in Pauper if that was still a thing. Cookie Cyclone. It's a sorcery. Usually these are instant speed, and it being a sorcery makes it a lot worse. But having flashback ability, it's fine. Okay, this is Manowar, but restrict. It's fine. Deep Sea Dough. That's fine. Freezer Burnt. Weird. This seems odd for blue. I understand what it's going for, and I guess it does get this. It's just like, if you just have a way to manipulate counters, this is like 3 counters for 1 mana in blue, which feels weird, but I don't know, being able to put 5 counters on something for 1 mana. I'm gonna put it on the list, okay? I'm telling your teacher about this one. 5 counters for 1 mana? Come on now. There's gotta be a way to break that, I think. Fruitback Turtle's fine. Okay, we get to see jelly tokens for the first time. Oh, we should talk about Confection. It's flashback, but you have to spend 3 mana of different colors. It's cool. It encourages specific types of decks. But, you know, I mean, it's fine. It's fun. I've played some games with it in field testing. It feels good as a mechanic. Gummy fish. Oh. Weird. It's fine. It's just odd. It's odd. It's weird. I don't really like it that much because it's like, yeah, it's a kind of an odd card. I guess you get a jelly token if they do pay for it, but sometimes you'll want the jelly token and you won't have a thing to counter. Yeah, it just feels weird. But not concerning for the format, so I'm not putting a note down. You got off the hook this time. Okay. I don't know if blue ramps like this, but actually, I don't know. Jelly tokens are really powerful, so I'm gonna put it down just because being able to like twiddle a bunch with like Zahelid or something. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Our format's version of the Nyxos. That one. For the differently named, you know what I'm talking about. God damn it. These fucking rascals, rapscallions in my classroom, making a fucking mess out of everything. Don't think your teacher's not hearing about this. Good God. Marshmalamander. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. 3 mana. It's not gonna make a difference. I don't love Neapolitan Sorcerer, but I get the flavor. It's just kind of weird. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. It only hitting creatures. I think this is fine as a Quelch. But as is not going to be put on the list. Sugarback Crab. Oh my God, Crab. I don't think Mill's putting a lot of counters on stuff, so I think this is fine. It's just another consistent like thing you can do. I don't think it's anything to worry about right now. Sweet Ambush. That's cool. That's cool. Works well in this set too. Okay, fine. Interesting. I guess this is black. It's just like usually you lose life. I don't know. It's fine. It is card advantage. It's odd. I don't think it's a break per se, but it's certainly interesting. Okay, Confection Crisis is fine. It's a sorcery. This kind of meshes with the set's aesthetics a little bit, I think. But it's weird because it's like a dead weight. But yeah, I mean, you're almost always playing the crumble cost and killing something, right? I don't know. It's sorcery speed. I think it's fine. Corrupt cake. Gotta love these names, man. This is fine. This is chill. Dreadful delight. I'm telling your teacher on it should say card name. This is weird. Like, it doesn't work initially, but it does, because you have stuff that... Oh, well, it can still attack. Ah, it's fine. Not going to be constructed. Gingerbread thieves are fine. Gummy lurker. I don't know if this is black. I don't know if black gets this. Yeah, I don't know if black gets this. It looks like a break, but I don't think it's too bad. It's just like weird. That black is untapping permanence. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I don't understand the color pie, or I'm forgetting about like certain cards. But I don't think black does this. This is Petrifying Puff is cool. I don't think it's insane, but it's fine. It's cool. If you control 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, god damn it! I'm telling your teacher, you rapscallion. I would never make a typo. Clearly, this is why I'm the one judging you for that. I love the art. This is a fine. This is fine. Yeah, this is cool. Even. Okay. Sinister Scoops is fine. Sweet Nightmares. Sweet Nightmares is sick. I think I designed it though, but it's fun. Well, I think they changed it, but where's my credit? I'm kidding. I don't care that much. But yeah. Sure, I guess. I don't know if this is... I feel like it would just be more black if they couldn't block, but... Ugh, I don't know. It's a sorcery. It's fine. It's not going to make a difference in the format, probably. Well, actually, this is fucking weird as a common. Yeah, this is odd. This is really odd as a common. Just being able to pump, like, 20 mana with jelly tokens and getting an army. This is actually... And you do it again? Yeah, no, this is not an okay common, but... I don't think it's going to affect the format. Okay. Counter on a permanent, you mill 2. It's interesting. Permanent card that was put into your graveyard from anywhere. This is cool. I don't think it sees play. Black for a 4/4 is like... We already have that with pools. It's called... I forget its name. You know what I'm talking about, chat. I mean, class. Jeez. It was eventual. This is awesome. It doesn't have the flavor text. You missed. Anyways, cast a spell for when you cast a spell for its confection cost, or your second spell each turn, discard a card. It should be a May, but it's fine. It's a 6/6 trample with tiny bit of upside. Haste counter on it. Okay, I'm fucking with this cycle. This cycle is cool. Haste. It's a 1/1 with haste. You can move it from another creature. It gets +2/+0 and gains flying until end of turn. So what you can do with this is you can attack, then move it. But you would want to move it to something to give it haste. I fuck with Cherry Whelp hard. We're gonna give it a less than 3. Just because I like it, okay? I don't think it's particularly good, but it's cool. Okay, it's a cool common. Crispy on the outside. Fire Blast, but if it was bad. Yeah, I'm not even worried about this. Fire Blast is probably not even good enough to see play in the burn decks in this format. It's fine. It's so fine. It's so okay. Ginger Quester. Okay. Yeah, that's chill. Hawk's Fawklet? What the Sugar Rush. Hawk's Fawklet goes infinite by itself. Because... Yup. Cool. Cool. Hot Fox Lit goes infinite by itself. God damn it, class. This is why we're not getting recess. Yup. Yup. Y'all are just going to have to sit inside now. Sorry. Maybe you shouldn't have made a one-card infinite combo. I'm sorry. It's just the way it has to be. I have to put my foot down eventually. Look. I know you didn't do anything, Cherry Whelp. It's not your fault. I'm sorry you have to be punished too. But I have to put my foot down or these fuckers will run wild. You didn't do anything wrong. And I'm sorry you don't get to go to recess. But your classmates are out of control. You did nothing wrong. Anyways, I'm smoking another fucking cigarette. That's fine. Melt and mellow. We fuck with that even. Mooncake Dragon? Sure. Might as well. Whole chip. I think that's fine. Maybe it needs to be fetch land checked. I'm going to put it down. Because you crumble this and then you have like fetch lands and for 3 turns you're just like putting counters on everything. I'm going to put it down. I'm telling your teacher. It's fucked up. Interesting. Probably fine. Peppermint Pummel. Okay. That's fine. Pop Rocks, I think, is fine. It's a sideboard card in a hyper-specific deck, but I don't think it's too bad. Its ability is pretty strong, but having to sack a creature is significant. Additional cost against a spell: discard a card, sacrifice a creature, or pay 2. Okay. Okay, S'more Sized is fucking terrifying. This card is crazy. This card is bonkers. Oh my god. Madness Burn is back on the fucking menu, dude? My goodness. My god. S'more's Gamble. Okay, well this is the first time we've seen a common have a different color in its convection cost than in its main cost, and that's a little weird. But it's technically fine. Velvet Crusader. Whenever it enters or deals combat damage to a player, you may activate its ability. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Canadian Annihilator enters with your choice of account, +1 or trample counter on it. That's cool. We fuck with that. Cotton Candy Brute has trample. Okay. Cotton Candy Spinner. 2 counters on it. If it's a token? Oh, because, yeah, the copies enter as tokens. That's cool. Yeah, that's fine. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 until plus an additional +1/+1 for each type of counter among permanents you control until end of turn. How can we get fucked up with this? Oh my god, cut this. I realized how we get fucked up with it. Hold on. Hold the freaking... Oh. I'm opening up Instigator to prove how evil and fucked up this is. Oh my god. No. Instigator. I have to type in MSEm or they'll just think I'm talking about bullshit. Mana value to type counter. No. Oracle counter. Look. Okay, class. Sometimes you make typos. Alright. But I can do that because I'm an adult and you're a student. So... Okay, there's way too many. Oracle counter. CLI identity. Colorless type artifact. I can't remember what its name is. What the fuck is it called? Aha! This shit. This card. This fucked up thing. So you do this with cupcake enhancements. Suddenly, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so you play a 1-drop, you play this, and then it gets 12 plus 12 plus 12 for 1 mana. Yeah. I think that's pretty fucked up. I'm gonna put that on my watch list. Cupcake enhancement. Jello encounter. Short target artifact. The controller makes a jelly token. It's not an instant. It's fine. Okay. Okay. It's very, very strong common, but fine. Okay. Interesting. That's probably fine. Okay. Sure. Enters for each kind of counter. Okay, this one's fine. This is just proliferate when it ends. Actually, this is a 1/1 that proliferates when it enters the battlefield. I'm gonna write that down. I think that is potentially breakable. Good God. Minty Exploration. You may play an additional land this turn, then draw a card if this was cast for its convection cost. Interesting. Fine, I guess. Bad Explorer is bad Explorer. Right here first. This is the type of card that fucking Amulet Titans would lose their mind over, but we don't have that deck in this format, so. Beginning of your end step, if you activated a non-mana ability, you gain 1 life. Monkey. And if you put a stun. Okay, I fuck with Peppermint Seeker. We fuck with it hard. Sugar-sized. Enchant creature you control. Enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature, and put a stun counter on it. Okay, I mean, that's probably fine. Put a counter on a creature you control, and it fights target creature an opponent controls. The Carmel Receptionist enters the battlefield. If you control a plane, you gain 2 life, and you control a snob, each opponent loses 2 life. That's fine. These are both fine. Sugary Brawl. Yeah, sure. Yeah, these are both fine. Cotton Candy Crusher. Crumble. Whenever one or more counters are removed from a permanent you control, until end of turn. I think that's fine. Fudge Flinger. Okay. More than chill. Glowing Gummy. I wrote this flavor text. Holy fuck. Yeah, this card's fine. Enters or dies, you mill, and then you get to add. Yeah, this really just helps the confection limited thing. Could be something in maybe like a self-mill deck that wants a 2-mana dork for some reason. I don't know how black does get this effect sometimes, I'm pretty sure, but it's just interesting, I guess. Jawbreaker. Sacrifice a creature. 1 damage to each opponent. Okay, sure. Minty Champion. Okay. They didn't click enter, but it's fine. Yup, fine. Pirates, they're fine. Center Strap Kitty. Okay, sure. Sugary Adventurer. Tap with a stun counter on it. If you do remove a counter from another permanent, you may untap it. Oh yeah, that does the Sugar Rush thing specifically. Sweet Sentinel. Whenever a stun counter is removed from a creature you control, put a counter on that creature. Okay. That's pretty good. You may have Candy Coaster enter the battlefield tapped with a stun counter on it. If you do, it becomes an artifact creature. Definitely. Okay, that's fine. Maybe a bit weak even. Chocolate Fountain. Again. I mean, this one's fine. Confection Bot. Your deck can have any number. Okay, we immediately fuck with this card when it dies. Oh. I mean, that's cute for limited, but geez, that might be... Especially if you just get a thing that's just like, spells cost 1 less. Like, what's it called? We have a... I don't know. It might be okay, but in the chance that it's not... I don't know. I think it's fine. I even like it. Fuck you. I'm putting it on my hearts list, okay? I'm leaving a good note about you, Confection Bot. Okay? Don't disappoint me. Confection Bot. How long have I been recording? Oh, Jesus Christ, 30 fucking minutes. Okay, Lonely Chocolate. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Soda Bot. Okay. Okay. That's chill. Oh yeah, the mountains. Wayfarer Shrine. Fun. These lands, really strong. I don't know why they're at common, but... yeah, these pain lands are good as fuck. I've played with them in field testing. Probably the best lands in that format. I will just put them on the watch list. Pain lands. Alright, now we gotta move up. Is there any special rarities? Oh, it's Rainbow Road. Oh, well, actually, we're going to read this while we're here. When it enters the battlefield, if it deals... Oh, we'll get to this later. Never mind. What the fuck? Name. Uncommon. Blueberry Drake. Why are you not by... You should be by color. Ready to win Cappuccino. Helix. It's okay. It's fine. Draw 2 cards, and each opponent with less cards in hand than you. In their hand? Typo! I'm telling your teacher. Oh my god. I would never make a typo. Not once in my fucking life. Oh my god. Give me another fucking cigarette. I swear to god. Anyways, this card is maybe a break. I don't know. It seems... I think it's the only white divination that could exist, but even still, it's a little bit confusing. I don't think it's going to affect MSEm. But it's there. Gingerbread Sheriff. Exile the target creature until it leaves. Sure. It's fine. Beginning of combat on your turn. If you put a counter on a permanent this turn, it gets first strike until end of turn. We fuck with that hard. And this Lollipop Knight knows what's going on. He's fucked up and ready to ball. What does that mean, Nathan? What do you... Anyways. Marshmallow Archer. When it enters, put a first strike counter on it. Then you may have it deal X damage to target attacking or blocking creature, where X is equal to the type of counter. Wait, huh? Okay. Yeah, this can 2 for 1. And yeah, because it has first strike. So if your opponent's swinging with an X1, you block it, take one of their things, and then kill something else. Kind of scary. Gonna put it down. I don't know if it's gonna see playability in MSEm, but it is flickerable. Marshmallow Archer. My goodness. Minty Fencer. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this card's cool. It's slow enough that it's fine for MSEm, I think. Oh, this is an equipment. I want to put it down for the same reasons I put down the other one. Well, it says encrypt creature. I think it's fine. Yeah, it's probably fine. When Sunday Pause enters, create 2 1/1 white cat creature tokens and distribute 2 counters of your choice from among +1/+1 lifelink or vigilance counters among cat creatures you control. Cute, fine. 3 tokens. We fuck with it. When it's off, XL target not permanent. Creature enters. If it's a creature that enters a counter, if you don't control it, tap and put it on a counter. Okay, fuck with this one. It's a fast flicker, but it's chill. Crumbling Knowledge. Draw 2 cards. Oh, I see what's going on here. It's concerning. You just play like a hyper deck that will just never have this thing die. I can think of like Mirror and Polgek decks that would take advantage of this. Yeah. I misspelled it, but I'm allowed to make typos, you're not. That's how the class works. Ice Stream Float, put a +1 counter on target creature, it gains flying until end of turn. If the spell is cast for its convection, cost to make copy it. Okay. This is chill. We fuck with that. Neapolitan. Interesting. Stun counter on it if you do counter target non-creature spells. I think it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is fine. So there's 1 less to cast for each kind of counter among permanents you control. Draw 3 cards. Having 2 blue pips makes this, I think, okay. Yeah. With your choice, have a 1/1 or shield counter on it. Remove a counter from it, put target creature you don't control. Stun counter, yeah, fine. Shortbread Searcher. Okay. Schwabe Spire. Okay, cantrip that comes back. I'm gonna put it down just to be safe, because it does have flash. Sorbet, Spire. It's a little potentially playable. Good even. Maybe too good. I don't know. Tortuga. Beginning of your end step, put a counter on a permanent. Okay. Turtlabon. Enters, put a shield counter on creature you control. I fuck with this card. This card's cool. Should probably be swapped with the crab. I don't think the crab is... Okay. Wafer Crown. You may have Wayward enter tapped with a stun counter on it. If you do, create a 1/1 blue wizard creature token and attach Wafer Crown to it. As long as Wafer Crown is untapped, equipped creature has +2/+2 and ward 2. Sure. Enter tower with a stun counter on it. If you do... Well, this is a fucking equipment. The stun counter does nothing. Oh, it does. I don't like this design, but it's not a problem, I guess, for MSEm. I don't think it would be. Short target character... Or, short target creature, if it shares a color with mana spent to cast Cake Fist. This is fine. Anti-magic is... It's just it's a murder anti-magic, and I think you can get away with it. Chocolate Assassin. Okay. Interesting. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think it's fine. Sack a creature, draw a card for each counter on that creature if it had none. Oh. Oh. I don't know. I mean, I think it's fine. You make the thing a creature, but if you're already making it a creature, you're already doing broken shit. I don't think this devious donut's gonna do much. Forbidden Fortune. Okay, I'm aware of this card. I think you have to keep an eye on it just by the fact that it is a fucking Thoughtseize. Forbidden Fortunes. Remember, class, it says it right there on the whiteboard. No Thoughtseizes allowed. None. That's not true. It doesn't say that. But if you're going to do a Thoughtseize, do it right. That's what I just changed it to. And I am the teacher, so you have to listen to me. Fudge Girl enters. Put that touch counter on it. Okay. Yeah, Fudge Girl I'm gonna have to put down Fudge Girl for the same reasons as I put down other things. Because this enters and gains, what, 12 life? Yeah. Yeah, you enter and you just drain for 10. And that's crazy. Just because of the one artifact. It's that card's fault. Don't get me wrong. But, my god. Glaze Digger. Yo, you're doing what? Okay, that's fine. Gummidusa. Short target creature. Okay, we already had this effect, but not on a creature. I mean, it's fine. Overbaked Killer. You put a Toxic Creature with a counter on it. Okay, it's 6 mana. Who cares? Peppermint Strike. I think this will go in very specific decks, but I don't think it's a problem. Yeah, it's not as easy to achieve as like Revolt is. I think this is fine. I maybe stand corrected though. I'm not Times, I'm the substitute teacher. You fucking silly goobers. Return of the Ghoulado. Oh my god, 3 mana reanimate. God damn it, class. What did we say already about this? Oh my god. That's it. That's it. You're skipping lunch. I didn't want to have to do this. You're skipping lunch. You can't eat. And no, Jimbo, you don't get to go to the nurse for your ADHD medication. Or your insulin. Okay, I don't care. Maybe everyone else should behave. Fucking Christ, these kids, man. No, I don't care that you're 7 or have type 1 diabetes. Fucking man. Anyways. Return of the Ghoul Auto. I don't want to take away lunch again, but class, come on. Butterscotch Battle Call. I've played this before just because I needed things. It's fine, feels good. We fuck with this hard. And that's right, I can say the F word. You can't curse, though. Cotton Candy Blade. Enter the first strike and a +1 counter on it. Quick creature deals combat damage to a player. Remove a counter. Oh, I like this. That's cool. Okay. That's fine. Gingerclasm. Don't have more counters on it. Weird. Okay. It's a pyroclasm, I guess. Marshmallow Twisted. Once each turn, whenever you activate a non-mana ability, put a +1/+1 counter on... that includes fetch lands. Uh-oh. What do we say, class? Yep. We don't make broken cards with fetch lands. Molten Marshmallow. Haste. Add red. This mana, if spent to cast a creature spell, it gains haste when it enters the battlefield. When that creature becomes tapped this turn, put a stun... Okay, I guess. It's... Yeah, red doesn't get ramp like this, I don't think. Well, I guess... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe I'm being crazy. I gotta put it down. I don't think it's a problem in the format. It's just... color pie question mark. That's all it is. Shortcake Streetway. Oh, it's 3 mana 4/2? I don't know why that just clicked. That's also very strong. I'm letting you off the hook this time, Ravaging Gummy. Good lord. Once during your turn, number of permanent control leaves the battlefield. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, then put one of them on the bottom of your library in order. Then turn you may play the card. Okay, fine. Creature Jelly Token. Sure, that red. I guess red can do this. I don't know why you don't have the Jelly Token reminder text. Don't make me call your fucking teacher, dude. Untap target creature. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. After this main phase, there's an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. Additional combat phases are scary. At uncommon, what are we thinking? I'm gonna put this down. Showtime. Anyways, Colossal Gummy Worm with 7 counters on it. Put a button. Okay, that's fine. Mill 2 cards. Whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, make a... Excuse me. 1/2 green spider creature token with reach. What do we think, class? I think it's fine. Yeah, it's hard to cast a lot of spells from your graveyard for cheap. I think it's fine. It's not like we have a dredge or something. There's an additional cost to cast a spell. You may tap an untapped land you control and put a stun counter on it. Weird. Target creature you control gains hexproof until end of turn. This spell's additional cost plus paid. It gets plus... Yes, you should print this right now. It's definitely not a problem. Definitely not a problem for prowess. In fact, I would like to do this to my to my Autumn Fae. Good lord, I couldn't find the fucking word. Gelato Druid. When it enters the battlefield with the +1/+1 counter, remove a counter from a creature you control, add 1 mana of any color. Fine. Whenever you cast a Gummy Ambush, as though it were an instant if you put a counter on a permanent you control the turn. Gummy Ambush is fine. Meow Musei, created 2/2. Okay. Sure. Sorry, class. I just spaced out for a second. You may remove a counter from another permanent you control and put a counter on a Peppermunter. Sure. Trample. Sugar Rush. You may have Peppermintosaurus Rex enter the battlefield with a stun counter on it. If you do, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. I like that. It's kind of bad. Well, it's 5 mana. Yeah, it's fine. Seeking Marshmallow. Whenever you put a counter on another creature you control, Seeking Marshmallow gets +1/+1 until end of turn. It was a counter. Sure, that's fine. Crumble. As long as you control 4 more lands, Short-Kid Viper gets +1/+1 and can block an additional creature each combat. Now, let's think here. I don't know. Yeah, this is weird. Being able to death touch 2 creatures as a blocker. But I don't think it's gonna be MSEm constructed problem. It's just limited. It seems toxic as fuck, dude. Blueberry Drake. Whenever you cast a spell for its confection cost or your second spell each turn, you may switch its power and toughness until end of turn. Seems a little underpowered at uncommon, but sure. Defender. Beginning of your combat, if it's your turn, if you activated a switch. Okay, we did that again. That's chill. You may have Cupcake Knight enter the battlefield tapped with a stun counter on it. If you do, draw a card and gain 2 leave. Otherwise, put a Vigilance counter on it. Okay, he's cute. He can do that if he wants to. Enters, you mill 4 cards, sacrifice it at 3 mana of different colors. Has mana only cast spells from your graveyard. Wow, what a very elegantly designed card. That works so well with Convection. You're gonna gold star whoever made this card. Wow, Styles, I guess. Frosting Lancer. Can't be blocked by creatures without counters on them for as long as you put a counter on permanents you control. Okay. I think that's fine. Oh my god, Archon! Whenever you move a counter from a creature you control, if that creature was red, it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. If that creature was white, oh my god, it's gonna be so big. Oh my goodness, you're gonna make massive creatures. And it works with Crumble too? Good God. Lazy Mocha. Who are you calling lazy? Enters the battlefield, you may activate its activate ability without paying its mana cost. I don't know why we're not just doing Spirited. You have enough effects that I think you should just use the keyword. Whatever. What? I guess Spirited would imply it's spiked. And then you could do that and it would be like the Lazy Mocha is spiked with tequila. Anyways, exile another target creature you control and return it to the battlefield at the beginning of the end step. No, class, I don't have a drinking problem. Stop saying that. Or I'll have all of you fucking expelled. Marshmallow Fire Spitter. Once each turn when you sacrifice a pepper... This set is fucking with my brain. I almost said a peppermint. Whenever you sacrifice... I'm calling permanents peppermints for the rest of this class. Yeah. What do you do? I'm the substitute teacher. I can do whatever I want. Plus a counter on Marshmallow Fire Spitter and you lose 1 life. Fine. You may have an enter to the battlefield tapped with a stun counter. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on up to 2 target creatures you control. Otherwise, put a Vigilance counter on Mint Blade Sentinel. We fuck with it. Muffin Manipulator. For as long as Muffin Manipulator's power is 2 or greater and it's your turn, non-creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast and can't be countered. This card is fucked up with Storm. I'm just going to say it. This card is deeply fucked up with Storm. And it's a non-bow with Convection, because if you have something with Convection 3, you suddenly can't cast it. Whatever. It's chill. But deeply fucked up with Storm, because suddenly your rituals and stuff just can't be countered, and you have an Electromancer. So I'm putting it on the list. My goodness. That's right. Not just Timmy. Everyone's lost insulin privileges. Peppermint Crusher enters the battlefield with your choice of a trample or haste counter on it. Once each turn, whenever you activate a non-mana... It's supposed to say ability. No, I didn't mean to click on it. Fuck! Oh. What the hell? Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. No, name, color. Uncommon. We gotta go find it again. Class, that's it. That's it. I'm stealing your insulin. I'm going to the nurse. I'm taking it. You can come get it after class. It's mine now. I'm going to sell it on the black market for $300. And that'll be cheaper than what most people can afford. So I'll make a profit. Peppermint Lancer. Whenever it attacks, you may remove a counter from a permanent you control. When a counter is placed on a permanent you control, put a plus... Oh. Okay, that's fine. At the beginning of your end step, if you activate a non-mana ability this turn, choose one. The counter on target creature, untap target land. Sure. Because it's at end step, so you can't really like double spell super effectively. Unless you have instance or whatever. Sugar Cube General. Okay, sure. Sure. Giving Crumble haste is reasonable. Can't be blocked if you put a counter on a permanent you control. Okay. When it deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top card of your library, put it into your hand, and lose life equal to its mana value. Wow. What a goat. Tiramausu. Bro is hungry. When it deals combat damage to a player, may activate when it's... Okay. But both and counter on target creature, activate this ability once during each of your turns. Weird. Toasted Tabby. You may... Okay. Exile another target creature you control, then return to the battlefield tap at the beginning of your... Slow Flicker. That's cool. We got a lot of Sugar Rush ETBs, so that's solid. Vanilla Sanctifier. Enter the battlefield tap with a stun counter. If you do, gain 2 life at the beginning of your end step. If you put a counter on a permanent this turn, draw a card. Okay, that works pretty well. Pretty straightforward on what you're supposed to be doing. Venomous Threat Spinner. I think it's supposed to be Thread Spinner, but I don't know. Maybe Treat? Oh, Treat Spinner. I'm dumb. Class, listen. You can have your insulin back. My bad. Enter your choice of a +1/+1 counter or a death touch counter on it. Once each turn, whenever a creature dies, you may mill a card. Okay. That's chill. That's fine. Whenever you sacrifice a creature, it does 1 damage to target player. If you were dealt damage, so I put a +1/+1 counter on Way for Witch. That's cool, modal, and chill. I would fucking take that in a draft and be happy. Chocolate Golems. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, if Chocolate Golems isn't a token, create a token that's a copy of it, except that token enters with your choice of a +1/+1 vigilance or trample counter on it. Sure. Mill a card. Add 1. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, but do counters on Gingerbread Monument. If it's your turn, you may have it become a +0/0 artifact creature until end of turn. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Monument of Cookies. Sure. When it enters, exile target card from a graveyard. Remove all counters from target creature and untap it. Okay. Gingerbread Mines. Better. Okay. I'm going to put down Sugar Rush lands just because they are better basics. Sugar Rush uncommon lands. Okay, but it can enter... Yeah, I still don't like them being better mountains. And better whatever. Yeah. No, not a huge fan of these lands, I'm not going to lie. Enters the battlefield, choose a kind of counter. Add 1 mana of any color. Activate this ability only if you control a creature of the chosen counter kind on it. Okay. Fine. Yeah, that's chill. Still doing it. Still balling. Alright, let's go to the rares. Chocolate Prayers. In your end step, you put a counter on a permanent you control. Crit Angel! Oh, God, that's pretty cool. Actually, I fuck with that a lot. It's 4 mana. It's probably fine. Gooey Marshmallow Monarch. Whenever it enters or attacks, you put a counter from another permanent you control onto it. As long as Gooey has 4 or more counters on it and it's your turn, other creatures you control have +1/+1 and have lifelink. Okay. Well, lifelink is scary. Yeah, Gooey is scary. Just because pumping your whole board in lifelink. I'm gonna just, Gooey. I will say, kind of scary with, what's the green no. God damn it, chat. God damn it, class. I have to pull it up again. What? No. Go back. Where'd you go? What the frick? Fine, I'll just look it up over here. Matty, a hero of Tiny Vale. I was right. Kind of scary with that. Gooey's Charm. Exile target creature, then return to the battlefield if it's 4/4 greater. Okay, it's pretty versatile. Creatures enter the battlefield this turn, enter tap with a stun counter on them. Ooh, okay. Short of guard enchantment with mana value. That is very, 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 very versatile. Good sideboard card. Keep an eye on it, motherfucker. Gooey's Charm. Marshmallow. I'm actually gonna put the Chocolate Prayers in my love category. Marshmallow Rift. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each kind of counter among permanents you control. Still kind of scary with that one artifact, but I don't think, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Kind of hard to judge. I think it had to be you might have to change it to creatures for it to be okay. I'm not going to put it on the list, though. You know to look at all of these effects. Assuming you watched this video. Margarine Queen has lifelink as long as you exile the creature this turn. Once each turn, whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield, you may exile it. If you do, return to the battlefield tapped with a stun counter on it at the beginning of your next end step. Yeah, I think that's fine. As long as you control 2 or more lands, it has Vigilance, the same is true, with 4 or more lands, and +2/+2, and 6 or more lands in first strike. Okay. That's chill. It's just a big body, I suppose. Sour Slash. Tap target creature and put 2 stun counters on it. And that creature already had a counter on it, exile it instead. I think it's fine. Yeah, I think it's more than fine. Sugar Crude Goliath puts your choice of a +1/+1 counter, stun, or shield counter on it. Once each turn, when a counter is put on Sugar-Coated Goliath, you remove that counter. If you do, distribute 3 counters of that type among any number of other target creatures. 8 mana, more than fine. Bean Bounce. Change the text. Target activated ability, triggered ability, instant spell, or sorcery spell. So, Bean Bounce is fucked up because you get to, it's very versatile, and you can just say fuck you to your opponent's fetch lands. They crack it, they're like, I'm gonna go find a land. Nuh-uh, draw a card. What? This card is deeply fucked because it cantrips. Card is a problem. Bean Bounce. Sure. Bean Bianche. I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna click enter on here so that doesn't. Yeah. Shot the sugary sea. Whenever a stun counter is removed from a creature you control, put a sail counter on chart. Disagree. C. Remove a sail counter from it. Draw a card. I think that's fine. Yeah, because it only works with stun counters. I think it's fine. Whenever you cast a spell, create a 1/1 tentacle creature token. If Crumble Tide Devastator has any time counters on it, you may put that. What? I don't get what this does. I think it's supposed to have Crumble too, but you make a 1/1, and if Crumble Tide has 2 counters on it, that 1/1 gets that many time counters. But since it doesn't have Crumble, it doesn't do anything. Weird. I think this card is broken. Not like overpowered, but I think it's literally like not working how it's supposed to. Licorice Champion. When it enters, you may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard with mana value less than or equal to the number of kinds of counters among environments you control without paying its mana cost. I think it's fine. Again, you can still do the thing with the broken artifact, but that's so many steps to like free cast an instant or sorcery that I think it's frail enough that it's probably fine, but still might be a problem. Who knows? Potato Chip Swan, Flying Crumble. Whenever you move a time counter from it, create a token that's a copy of it. So you're getting 3 1/1s with flying for 3 in blue? It's kind of cool. I fuck with it. I'm putting it down, and you can't stop me. You communists. Potato Chip Swan. And by communists, I mean the 3rd graders I'm teaching. Great Mellow Roasting. Oh no, they don't know they're going to die. Put target non-land permanent on top of its owner's library. If you cast a spell for its inspection zone, put any number of target non-land permanents on top of its owner's library instead. Fuck. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Hard to cheat, the convection cost. Tiramisu Tower enters with a shield counter on it. Move a counter from Tiramisu Tower onto another creature you control. Return target non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand. Okay, that's fine. Bit pricey for 6 mana, perhaps. Exile target card from a graveyard. You may reveal a card you own from outside the game that has mana value equal to the exiled card and put it into your hand. No more wishes, please. I'm putting this in the category. This is odd. Chock-adorable request. Stop printing wishes. That's my hot take. But I'm just a substitute. What do I know? This spell costs 3 less to cast if you put a counter on a permanent you control this turn. When it enters, remove all counters from all permanents. From all permanents. You gain life equal to the number of counters removed from permanents you don't control. Each opponent loses life equal to the number of counters removed from permanents you do control. Huh. And it costs 3 less, so this costs 4? You put a counter on a permanent you control? Well, I've got bad news. This goes on the list as well because of the damn artifact. Oh my god, Cookies and Scream. It's a good name though. Cookies and Scream. Count Copula! Oh my god, it is vampire. Gets +1/+1 for each counter on it. Okay. Whenever it attacks, it doesn't have any counters on it, but your choice of a lifelink, death touch, or menace counter on it. This is kind of cool. It gets slowly bigger every time it attacks. It gets more keywords. Yeah, I fuck with keyword sandwiches. Genzo Giant. Crumble! When it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card. If Gingerbread Giant has counters on it, you discard a card instead. Okay, that's fine. Mistress of Chocolate. I already know what this does. Chocolate at any cost. We fuck with it. It's so funny. This better get in the fucking format via bonus sheet. If not, wildcard, I guess. Mistress of a Chocolate. We fuck this. We fuck with this card. We don't fuck it, okay? I'm not telling my class of 3rd graders how I feel about this card. Alright, we're going to move on from that bit. Sugar Cube Terror. Tap 2 untap creatures you control. Put a stun counter on them. Return Sugar Cube Terror from your graveyard to the battlefield. Until in turn, it becomes an artifact creature with haste. Weird. Fine, I think. It's very much a tempo loss. Tapping and stunning your creatures. Sugary checkpoint. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, put a stun counter on that creature unless that player has you lose 1 life, surveil 1, draw a card, and create a tapped jelly token. Weird. It's like a bad propaganda. Tear of Doom. As an initial class to cast a spell, you may exile X cards from your graveyard, draw X cards, and lose X. I mean, Sugary Checkpoint is fucks hard in Commander, I will say. Why is it an aura? That's it, class. Oh my god. I can't even take your insulin away. You already don't go to lunch. You're already not going to recess. I'm talking with your art teacher. You don't get to go to art class anymore. And Timmy, you're just exaggerating. I know you're not... Dude, you're not dying. You're just being dramatic. As an initial cause to cast a spell, exile X cards from your graveyard. You draw X cards and lose X life. Confection XX black. This is cool. Tear of Doom is fine. Fire even. Captain Savvy Scoville. Oh, I get it. Spicy. That's funny. It's Captain Savvy Scoville. Good name. In the beginning of your combat on your turn, go to 2-1 with a haste, sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step, unless attack this turn. Or you put a counter on a permanent this turn. Sure. Okay. Captain Savvy Scoville. Frosting Flames. Stop reading lightning bolts. I know this card. I've said this to them before. We don't need more lightning bolts. Frosting Flame. Fudge Eruption. Everyone has talked about this card to death. This is not what I meant when I asked for hot chocolate. Dude, that's so fucking funny. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is not what I meant when I asked for hot chocolate. Oh my god. Oh my god. You can't do indestructible counters. Timmy, get off the ground. You're not dying. Gingerbread Swarm. Whenever it enters, put... Okay, make 2 guys. Beginning of your upkeep, if you control 6 or more lands, make more guys. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Jawbreaker. Excavator. When it enters, put 3 layer counters on a target creature. It gains at the beginning of your upkeep. Remove a layer counter from this permanent. And if there are no layer counters, sacrifice it. Discard your hand and then draw 3 cards. This card's weird, but I guess fine. Princess Pie enters or a time counter is removed from it. Exile the top card of your library. Until end of turn, you may play that card. Yay! Princess Pie is cool. Very, very chill. Velvet Dragon. You may have Velvet Dragon enter tapped with a stun counter on it. If you do, it deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Fire breathing. Yeah. A little underpowered, but it's probably fine. Well, I mean, it also kills something when it enters. It's good. Wandering Toffee. You may have Wandering Toffee enter the battlefield, tap with a stun counter on it. If you do, the next time a red source you control would deal damage to an opponent this turn. It's kind of a weird, versatile card that works in burn. Because if the opponent has blockers. I like this card. It's like a bad shock or a... Yeah, I'll put Wandering Toffee on my heart list. Ooh. Ooh. Wandering coffee. Or maybe I'm just crazy. Berry Tusk. Whenever one or more counters are put on a Berry Tusk, you gain a life. Whenever it dies, make an XX, where X is the number of counters on it. Put a counter on it. This ability costs 1 more to activate for each counter on it. Okay. Excuse me. Berry Tusk is cool. Crumbelina, the Lost Tower. Sacrifice a creature such as your library for a creature card with mana value less than or equal to the number of types. Oh, you can only cast it. Ugh, bad. Okay, I guess. Fudge Titan. Okay. Fudge Titan enters the battlefield or attacks. Distribute 2 +1 counters among other creatures you control. If those permanents already have a counter on them. Interesting. Interesting. Or they gain trample until end of turn. They can. Oh, or attacks. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. That's a Titan for you. Glimpse of the Gumdrops. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. If this spell was cost for its convection cost, return it to the battlefield instead. Sure. Okay. Gummy Buddies. If an effect would create 1 or more tokens under your control, you may have those tokens enter the battlefield as a copy of another non-token creature you control instead. This ability only triggers once each turn. Yeah, Gummy Buddies is cool. Yeah. I don't know if it's a break for green, because I feel like this is more of a blue thing, but it's probably fine. Oatly, the Cookie Slayer. Okay. If you cast Oatly for its Crumble class, it enters with 3 fewer loyalty counters. So you can track loyalty and time counters. Then if you control 6 or more lands, put your choice of a... Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay. Oatly's probably fine. Princess Shortcake. Princess Shortcake has ward too, for as long as you control a jelly. Okay. When it attacks, create a jelly token. You may sacrifice an artifact token. If you do, put 2 counters on another target creature. Sure. Wafting Jello. When it attacks, create a jelly token. Right. This one is also kind of dangerous, just because. Yeah. It stacks, and being able to stack jelly tokens could be potentially dangerous. Even though it doesn't activate on the first turn, it's still scary. Bubblegum Backstab. Gain control of target creature spell, enters the battlefield as an elemental, and its base power and toughness becomes 0/1. E2 Goop. I didn't want to do that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Images. Where were we? Sure. Alright. Bubblegum Magician. Can be blocked if you cast 2 or more spells this turn. If you cast a spell and you spent more mana to cast it, then its mana value +3. Copy it. You may... Okay, so if you pay a big flashback cost, you get to copy it. Okay, sure. And Cherry Chip Macaw. Whenever it attacks, you may activate an ability of a creature control without paying its cost. Just any ability. Okay, might be potentially dangerous, but it is a 4-drop. I think it's probably fine. It only hits creatures. Excuse me. Eclair Outcast. When it enters Surveil 2, Non-land cards in your graveyard have convection 5. Sure. Sure. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, if it's the first time this ability is resolved this turn, it deals 1 damage to any target. If it's the second, you draw a card and lose 1 life. If it's the third, you gain control of target creature. There's no damage this turn. Untap the creature and it gains haste until end of turn. They don't get it back, you just have it forever. I know black sometimes gets this. Black-red specifically. I don't know. It's probably fine. It's 4-drop. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature. If it already has one on it, you gain 1 life. That's so real. I don't know why I'm saying that. Whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield, you may exile it and then return it to the battlefield tapped at the beginning of your next on step. Okay. That's chill. Okay. Peppermint Commander, Crumble. Remove a counter from a creature you control. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Activate only during your turn. I don't know why I struggle to read that. Sure. Sure, this is fine. Puffy, Dolly Duchess. Enters the battlefield, choose one, then for each other cat you control, you may choose an additional mode. Tribal is the thing, apparently. Each player sacrifices a non-cat creature. Each player discards a card. Put a lifelink or death touch counter on per puff. I think this is chill, fine, good, even. Being able to flicker it might be scary. But, I mean, this is also really good in the ass party deck. Just being able to have a fetchable edict. We'll put it down. I like it. No, I like it. Fuck it, I like it. I like it, and it's a cat tribal. Per puff. I'm telling your teacher now. Don't worry. He'll know. You may put your choice of a +1/+1 vigilance or flying counter on target creature. If you don't, put a loyalty counter on Queen Gigina. Yeah. Exile target creature, then return to the battlefield. If you don't control, put a stun counter on it. It's a fast flicker. Is there a way to flicker this infinitely? I mean, I did kind of design the card, but... Well, uncredited, I guess, because I'm chopped liver. I'm kidding. I'm not mad. I don't know. Honestly, it's chill. Sir Mint, Candied Crusader. When Sir Mint, Candied Crusader, enters the battlefield, if you cast it, put a vigilance counter on it, then search your library for a creature card of mana value X or less, where X is equal to the number of counters among permanents you control, put it onto the battlefield, tap with a sun counter on it, then shuffle. So this is 4 mana, grab any creature in your deck with the right setup. Because it was permanents? Yeah. Sugar Road. When Sugar Road enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. Whenever 1 or more counters are removed from a permanent you control, Sugar Road deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. His ability only triggers once per turn. Weird. I think that this is definitely odd. Just because of Super Friends and decks like that. Oh my gosh, what is VL doing here? Lifelink, protection from instants. When VL Saccharine Witch enters the battlefield, I forget it's Ocus on their head. When it enters the battlefield, exile the top 5 cards of your library face down. You may look at it and play cards. You look at it and play cards from among them as you spend 3 or more colors of mana to cast it. If you could produce 3, if you could produce 3 or more colors of mana. Gotcha. This card's kind of weird, but sure. Lost Lollipop. It gets +1/+1 counter for each type of counter on it. Whenever a equipped creature you control deals combat damage to a player, may put your choice of those on it. Sure. Whenever you cast a spell, know its mana value. As long as Lucky Charms has 6 or more different values noted, you may cast spells without paying their mana costs. Oh, it still says 6 because of its mana value. Never mind. Eternal Jawbreaker. And it was 6 minus X layer. Oh. 6 minus X layers on it. Remove a layer counter from the Eternal Jawbreaker. Target attacking creature you control is +2/+2, and okay, I'm having trouble reading. Sure. It's saying in the Fudge port, just having 1 blue land is kind of weird. Peppermint Palace. Okay, yep. Problematic for the same reasons I was talking about before. I'll write it down. Peppermint Palace. Fucked up. Peppermint Palace. Sweet and Passion is fine. Alright, chat. Sorry, not chat. What am I talking about? Class. If your parents complain about me taking away the insulin, what are you going to do, Timmy? You haven't moved for the last 15 minutes. So what are you going to tell your parents? What are you going to tell your parents? Yeah. And I'm not in the school record either, so they don't know my real name. They wrote on the board. Professor Neon, I made that shit up. That's not my real name. That's not my government name. You can't find me. Okay? I'm not supposed to be in this school. I just kind of walked in. Said I was the substitute, and they just kind of went with it. Honestly, it's a miracle that happened in the first place. And anyways, since I'm not tracked, when you want a cigarette? I'm kidding. You don't get a cigarette. I paid for these. You weirdos. Anyways, despite all of that, I still have a note I left for your teacher. Okay? There are a few things. Overall, class, you've been very well designed, been pretty interestingly balanced. There's a lot of good stuff here, but a lot of tuning stuff that still needs to be done. A few things that are very scary and potentially concerning. But yeah. Until we meet again, this is Mr. Neon signing off. What? Signing off? What the